Jamie Boyle's film, Anonymous Sister, is a moving story. It's documenting her family's struggle with opioid abuse, addiction, and the uphill battle to get clean. Although Colorado is the backdrop for this story, Jamie hopes to shed light on this national crisis. Well, here's my chat with two-time Emmy winner, Jamie Boyle.
Okay, your film, Anonymous Sister, will have its Colorado premiere at the Denver Film Festival coming up. Can you give us a little backstory to the film? And Jamie, what inspired you to share this story?
Yeah, so thanks for having me. It's great to be here. What inspired me to share this story is about 13 years ago now, my older sister was being prescribed opioids for long-term chronic pain that she had developed in late teenagehood. And I was growing increasingly worried about her and what I was watching happen, which was a total physical and mental and emotional deterioration. And I was very concerned that she was becoming addicted to them. And I was actually at University of Colorado Boulder at the time in a film class, and kind of found myself at the end of my ropes in terms of just not being able to find answers anywhere or get help from any of her doctors, and asking the kind of questions I had. And so I started filming her and my whole family. And flash forward 10 years later, and I'm now over a decade into a career in documentary, which was kind of instigated by that initial filming of my family. And I share other people's stories for a living, but I hadn't gone back and told this story in a fully fleshed out way as an adult. And meanwhile, I was watching the crisis get worse and worse throughout the country. I was watching my sister face new hurdles in her sobriety, which was very hard won, and not least of which was at the hands of the medical community was some of the biggest hurdles she faced. Mm-hmm. And I decided there was more to this story that I really needed to tell. And every time I shared my family's experience with anybody, just anecdotally, they had questions, they had experiences of their own. And it just became so apparent all over again, the lack of knowledge on this issue, the lack of education within the medical community even. And so it's not an easy thing to share your own story. It was a great lesson though, because like I said, I do share other people's for a living. So, but the need definitely felt there. So I dug in and decided to go ahead with it.
What an amazing story. You collected all this footage throughout the years, and finally the message is going to be out there, and it seems like it's very dear to your heart, and hoping the very best for your sister, of course, and for the entire family. We do have a clip of the film, and we're going to show it right now. Check it out.
Still. I know. Okay, so it's July 4th, 2004, and here's Graham's patriotic rendition with our cake. Ready, go.
God bless America, land that I love.
How old were we? I think I was 19, and I got this horrible headache. Then we went to see fireworks like the next night, and I had another one. You guys took me to the hospital, and they gave me Dilaudid. I started having pelvic pain not long after that. My general practitioner prescribed me Vicodin. I never associated painkillers with drugs or drug abuse. But I remember knowing that whatever they were giving me for this pain was making me so much better at life. I had energy. I was less insecure and less shy. I would read and journal. I felt creative and smart. It would light up my brain, and I just knew that I would never be the same. And I remember thinking, I will never, ever be able to stop this.
What a powerful message. And don't go anywhere. We have more of Jamie's story and a deeper look at Anonymous Sister later on in the show.